Imagine leaving everything behind. Your home, your family, your country, all for the promise of a utopia where everyone is equal, where love and faith are your only currency. That's what over 900 people believed, until their leader handed them a cup of poison. This is the story of Jonestown, and the man who led them to their death, Jim Jones. Jim started out as a charismatic preacher in Indiana. He preached racial equality, fed the poor, and opened his doors to everyone society had rejected. On the surface, he was a savior, but behind the pulpit was a manipulator, obsessed with control. He moved his followers to a remote jungle in Guyana, South America. He called it the Promised Land. He called it Jonestown. There, he ruled like a god. People worked long hours under brutal heat, cut off from the outside world. Letters were censored. Families were separated. Armed guards patrolled the perimeter. But the most terrifying part? They practiced white nights rehearsals for mass suicide. Just drills until the day it wasn't. On November 18th, 1978, U.S. Congressman Leo Ryan visited Jonestown after reports of abuse. He left with several defectors. Jim Jones panicked. He sent armed guards to the airstrip. They opened fire, killing 5, including the congressman. What followed was unthinkable. Jim gathered his followers under a pavilion and told them it was time to cross over. Mothers gave poison punch to their children, then drank it themselves. Those who resisted were forced. Over 900 people died. 304 were children. Even decades later, no one truly understands how so many minds surrendered to one man's madness. Was it faith, fear, or something more sinister? Here's the chilling part. Jim Jones didn't have superpowers. He had charisma and the willingness to exploit pain, loneliness, and hope. And that's what made him dangerous. If one man can convince hundreds to abandon their lives and die for him, how easily can the wrong voice lead thousands, maybe millions down a darker path? And in a world flooded with influencers, false prophets, and digital echo chambers, would you recognize a modern-day Jim Jones before it's too late?